All right, good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back. I know I'm happy to be back. It is Tuesday. Looking forward to phase 3. Good to see you, Lita, Michael. Good to see you all. Neil, Grant, good to see you. All right, welcome back, everyone on YouTube, Facebook Live. Hopefully, everybody's getting prepared, and hopefully, our prayers to everybody out in Florida. I know you got this massive hurricane coming. Our main office is in Jacksonville, Florida. And hope everybody there is being safe. And we all know Josh. I know Josh is right there in the thick of things. He's not too far from Clearwater. So I know he just basically is going to evacuate, leaving soon also, Josh. So like I said, I know everyone's always going to be asking, make sure everyone's safe. So just please be careful. I know we have a lot of friends that are watching too that are down there too. So just be prepared. Now, with that said, we saw what happened in the past week. We saw what happened yesterday. We're seeing what's happening this morning. We are getting a little bit of a bump in the market, up about 240 points right now. We were up almost as 350 in pre-market. I'm still not buying it, okay? I keep hearing these analysts over and over, buy the dips, buy the dips. You know what? How's that dip working out for you? Because they were talking about the dip back in August, and we're already down literally about maybe like 3,000-4,000 points and since then. So we broke through a very pivotal number of 29,500 on the Dow. And you could see that when we go back, I mean, this is obviously COVID, but listen, if anyone give me and tell me if I'm wrong, if anyone is thinking that we're going to get a bounce, I don't know about that. We saw interest rates going up. Houses are starting to come down now finally. So there's going to be, and let me tell you, with those catastrophes, there are going to be some great opportunities. So we want to keep an eye on it. Now, the big talk about, obviously, and today, obviously, is the hurricane. Now, you hear me say this all the time. Catastrophes do make opportunities, okay? And it's terrible to look at that, but there are some stocks that will benefit from the hurricane. Does anyone know off the top of the head what may be a stock that will benefit from this hurricane? Anybody know? There you go, Michael. You hit the nail on the head. Nah, insurance companies will not really. Stocks like Home Depot, hardware stores, Lita. Yeah, exactly. Lowe's. I mean, builders. So if anyone's familiar with Florida, I know we have people around all over the world. I know everyone's very familiar with Florida and how much their real estate went up and now everybody's moving down there, everything. But there are some very expensive homes down from the West Coast all the way down. I mean, I was just down there in Naples, and we all know Marco Island. We know Tampa. Tampa is a site for a catastrophe the way it is designed through with the storm surge. So a lot of very expensive homes. So I would keep an eye, even with the market going down, Home Depot might really benefit from this. It's got some really big support levels right around 250, okay? The stock was almost, last year was at, 400. So, I mean, it's expensive. Some of us always like to look for some swing trades. Here's probably an opportunity you could look for it. So I want to keep an eye on the stock at Home Depot. Now, regarding about yesterday, before we go all this stuff and talk about it, I always want to talk about yesterday. Now, Sava, I mean, this thing is just a crazy stock. It's been a fun stock for us. I'm going to go back and show you what's been going on. We've been trading the stock around 30. This thing went up to high as 50. It is extremely volatile. It did really well yesterday. It went from $40 up to 47. Got a little bit of push this morning. I'm going to keep it on my watch list, Sava, again. So I know you guys did pretty well on that one. Early in the morning, this stock also did pretty well. KCRT, nice little push. $1.70 stock, went to about 210. Not crazy expensive, but very affordable. MLCO, very, very nice stock. Very nice trend right out of the gate. You can see this thing ran from $6 all the way up to about 10 o'clock. Ran about 720. Cheap, inexpensive, nice trending. Beautiful shake right here where you had the opportunity to jump in right around 945. That one did well. Got a last push of the day. Not the greatest, but PPSI did pretty well, and that pretty much does it. A couple of Josh is talking about the KOLD. So KOLD's got a really, really nice push also. Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on that one too. You got a nice little pre-market trend. Stock took a little bit of a beating. So we're definitely throwing that on our watch list too. KOLD. Putting that on there. Now, what we're going to be looking for today, like I told you, keep an eye on a lot of the builder stocks, Home Depot. Listen, I was a victim of Hurricane Sandy. If you remember what happened back then, I mean, New York, it was called a superstorm. 3 hurricanes came together. New York City was shut down. I mean, the buildings, if you ever been here in Manhattan, those car garages, every car was completely flooded, destroyed. I mean, we were shut down for literally over, I don't know, I think almost like a month. New York Stock Exchange was shut down for a long time. One of the stocks that did really well back then, Generac, okay? Everyone finally realized, and you know what? The storm wasn't the bad part. It was the after effect because I didn't have electric for almost like 2-3 weeks. So, and then we had problems with gas, you know what I mean? So nobody can get around. People are fighting for gas. The hurricane, once that was done, that was one thing. It was the after effect. So hopefully you don't experience what we did down in Florida and Tampa, but you know, hope for the best, but you got to prepare for the worst. So 2 stocks I want to keep an eye on of those things. It was my home for about 40 years, Grant. Yes, I'm not a good place at a time like this to wait too long to move to a safe place. Yeah, I mean, listen, you're going to have to do what you got to do, do the best you can. All right. But anyway, let's go back to see what's going on in the market. So we got a lot of greens on the watch list. You could see it right there. Everything looks moving pretty decently. But at the end of the day, there are some other stocks that are moving a little bit better. Let's start off with the ATXI. Great pre-market stock. It just popped when I called it out a little bit earlier. You saw it. It ran from $4, about $5.50. I wasn't super impressed with the level 4. I didn't really see anything that stand out. To me, it looks like a lot of little rainbow colors there. Not really what I'm looking for. So we are going to put it on our watch list, though, and keep an eye on it because sometimes they come out with news and then all of a sudden the market opens up. They make a nice little pop, but up, you know, basically being up 50%. You know, biggest percentage gainer, not that bad. Another one we found early this morning in pre-market was the ILAG. Now, this one up about 20%, very tradable. I mean, really nice spread. When we hop over here on level 4, we got a pretty little bit of a big iceberg order hovering right around about 271 and around 265. You got about a night 13,000, 26,000. You know, 2 million shares in pre-market is pretty decent. Let me see if I go back a little bit further. Yeah, I don't really see that much there. I'll bring it over here. You guys could see it. You see them right there? There's that big order out there. But other than that, I'm not really seeing too much. That's why it's kind of flat right here. It's not really moving. But you know what? Sometimes these things do move when the market opens up, but it is on our biggest percentage gainers, so it's definitely going on. EQ, trending down, good volume. Tier sizes very small, but the spread looks okay. You know, I'm getting a little desperate at 19%. You know, we'll put this on our watch list. EQ. This one also up 16%, 1.2 million shares, level 1 stock, but she's flat. So the stock will probably go on the B list. AYLD. I mean, AYLA. That won't go on the B list. All these stocks, I mean, good spreads, whatever, but like, a little cheap, not really moving too much. Mara's moving up moving up a little decent this morning. The blockchain, we see what's going on with Bitcoin. It's up about 1,000, I think I thought last time I checked. So it looks like these stocks are moving pretty well. A lot of big support levels in Mara, right around $10. You could see it. Breaks this 10, this thing could really take a drop down to 750. So Mara we can keep an eye on too. I mean, it's already on the list. Mara and Riot. Mara moves a little bit better. A little better fan of Mara. So that one's looking pretty good. Losers, not really seeing too much out there. I mean, I was looking around and not super impressed. New York Stock Exchange, same thing. 7%, you know, HMY. Stock, man, this thing got crushed. Traded that too long ago, but look, up 66%. Not really sold. Carvana, we had fun with that stock about a week ago, but not really doing too much here, Carvana. AMC is on a watch list. Look at that. How did AMC make that watch list? But it's only a 5%. Big deal. Losers, nothing there on the New York Stock Exchange, so no dead cat bounces. All right? All right. So any stocks I'm missing that I did not find out? What was that stock again? Which one? Mara you talking about, Karen? About BBBY's on the list too. Got a little bit of a pop. It looks like some of the meme stocks are moving a little bit. Some of the meme stocks. I'm gonna Karen. I'm gonna put all the list. I'm gonna put all the list. Oh, but back in Hurricane Sandy, yeah, the stock was Home Depot. You want to keep an eye on, and that did really well during that time. And Generac, the stock Generac that makes all the generators. They yeah, there you go. Thanks a lot, Wendy. That's the stocks. Let me put it in there. GNRC, right? Yeah, it's not really moving too much, but you could see Generac took a big hit, look a bit of a hit. Those stocks are definitely going to be on the long-term watch list. GNRC. All right, so let's get back. Now listen, everybody, if you're a gold or a platinum student, we are going to be doing phase 3 starting today. So look forward to seeing you all. If some of you want to be able to get in that live trading with me and getting to that class, talk to Education Advisor. He'll tell you a little bit how to get in there. But in the meantime, you're going to have Josh and Rich are going to be working with you in the morning and the afternoon close. And I'll be working with the other students, taking what we've learned and not more or less learning how to make money, but learning how to stop losing it, because that's the biggest hurdle first if you want to be successful in trading. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Be safe. And we'll see you back here once the market opens up at 9:30. If you're watching YouTube, Facebook Live, you're always welcome to do a trial. Just like us, friend us on the bottom. But remember, we're live here every morning at 9 a.m. and 2:30. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Be safe.